2 points that could save Chelsea's Carabao Cup hopes. Yes, it's a 5-goal, one derby, and it's a semi-final far from over. Yes, it was a fast start for Arsenal. They came real quick, real strong, and they get the first goal in the opening 7 minutes through a set piece. Ben White drives it very good at the back of the net after Declan Rice. A Declan Rice corner coming into the box. Ben White is free. No man is marking him. Free header and is into the back of the net. But it was a Robert Sanchez mistakes once again, because he tends to come out early before the ball arrives in the box, try to fist it out, but he missed, and the ball lands to Ben, and he head it into the back of the net. And from that point, Chelsea 0, Arsenal 1. After that, we see some domination from Arsenal. They dominated the game. They created big chances. They had the shots on targets, and there was an high XG rate for them. The expected goals opportunity that they created was a little bit higher than Chelsea. We also had some shots on target. We had a young star, Josh Achimpong, driving forward to the winger position and having some shots. Great saves from Kepa Arrizabalaga to deny Chelsea a goal. The second half starts, and it's an early goal by Victor Gyökeres. It's another cutback from Ben White into the box. Sanchez tries to dive for the cutback, and it slips from the hand. Gyökeres is in the box, and it's a little tap in for the Gyökeres, and it's Arsenal 2, Chelsea 0. From that point, we see some Chelsea fight. They try to fight. I think Liam Rosina saw something, make some substitutes. We saw Alejandro Garnacho came on. Chelsea bounced back after the Garnacho substitution, and from that point we saw Chelsea fighting and looking for the goal. And Alejandro Garnacho, I think, was so bright when he came on, scoring both goals from the bench. I think he was the standout player for Chelsea in that semi-final in the Carabao Cup, because after the first goal, the fight continues. He gets the second goal, and is perhaps they keep the tie alive. Who knows? Yes, because the second leg we go to the Emirates Stadium, we come out strong. From that, then there is defensive issues again at the back. There are a lot of defenders. At the back. We saw Zubimendi coming inside, dangling across defenders, faking a shot there, taking Wesley Fofana in the wrong direction, then sucking it back to the back of the net very smartly, and it's game over. Arsenal at 3, Chelsea at 2 again. Arsenal are ahead. Overall, we see that Arsenal are still strong in the set pieces. We see this season they have a high tally of 24 goals only from set pieces. So they showed that they still strong in the set pieces, and they did it well, scoring with the corner from Declan Rice. There was that error from Robert Sanchez for the second goal, and the third goal came from Zubimendi. So on to the player-wise performances. We start with Robert Sanchez, and I think Robert Sanchez was just down. He didn't do enough. I think he could do better, but he didn't do enough. He let us down. Yes, Robert Sanchez let us down. 2 silly mistakes that led to a direct goal for the first and the second Arsenal goals. And for that reason, I think I give him a rate of 3. Yes, 3 out of 10 for Robert Sanchez. Bright spike was from Estevao Willian. Yes, I think Estevao Willian was really bright in the right wing. He sometimes cut inside as a right-sided number 10 in the pockets, having some shots, cutting inside, having some shots. Though a great save from Kepa, yes, but Estiva was very, very bright. He was taking on his fullback during Timber in several occasions. And for that reason, I think Estava was also bright. I give him a 8 out of 10 performance-wise. Alejandro Garnacho was also bright when he came on, scoring a brace. That was a standout performer for a Chelsea player, and I think he was the best out there yesterday for Chelsea. Another player is Mark Cucurella, and I think Mark Cucurella yesterday was a bit average. There was several occasions where Bukayo Saka took on him down the right hand side and banged some crosses, some cutbacks. He also a nasty tackle on Bukayo Saka that led to his yellow card, and I think after the yellow card he was a bit preventive not to get the second yellow card, which could lead to a red card. And from that point, Cucurella wasn't the Cucurella we know, the best left back in the Premier League that we know, that always pocket great wingers like Michael Olise, Lamine Yamal, your Rashfords, yes, all these players, even the Bukayo Saka. But yesterday, I think Bukayo Saka cooked Marc Cucurella in the left back position. Another player was Enzo Fernandez. I think was bright, spraying the passes left, right, and center from the middle of the park. He was great. Change of positions. There was a time that he moved to the number 10 role, high up the pitch to try to push and get that equalizer for Chelsea. Some shots on target for Enzo Fernandez, and I think he was bright. I'm gonna give him a 7 out of 10 rating. He was bright, of course, some mistakes, but yeah, Enzo Fernandez was bright. McGew, I think McGew is just not ready. There was some physicality with Gabriel Magalhaes, the center back, the Arsenal center back, but I think McGew is still not the Chelsea level. Yes, he was trying, he was making those hold-ups play, trying to find passing to make those runs behind the defense, but yeah, it was just average. I give him a 6, in fact, a 5 out of 10. Yeah, and the last player I'm gonna talk about is Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto has been standout for Chelsea in terms of the end products this season. I think he's our top scorer. Let me know. Yes, because he has been producing a lot of goals, assists, but of late he's been putting a worrying performance, and I think he also struggled a lot in this semi-final clash against Arsenal. Yes, and I give him a rate of 6 out of 10. Anyways, the Blues, that was my takeaways from the Chelsea vs Arsenal semi-final Carabao first leg. Let's see you all Blues. We have a game at the weekend at home again against Brentford, I think. Then we see what happens in the second leg at the Fly Emirates Stadium. See you all Blues.